welcome back to more Hearthstone, a game which I like the solo stuff for. We didn't, except for Boomsday Project, that was boring and lame and bad, and also really easy most of the time. Anyway, we're doing Rumble Run, some actually fun shit they've added in. So, I may have done a whole lot of this already. As you can see, I've had 55 things I've won. We've only one successful actual run. A lot of the time I've had things really screw over me luck-wise. Hopefully, now that I'm recording it, it will capture those, but more likely it's just gonna have things not go well at all. Now, the thing that I love with this is that there is, like, there's still the 9 class stuff with it, but you don't get to pick all of them. You get to pick only 3, which, I mean, kind of lame with it, but you've got 3 different shrines for each hero, for each class, and that's really cool, and a lot of them have really interesting things, like Heroic's Hunger, which I'm going with this time. It encourages you to make a deck that just hurts you a shit ton, and I love it. And also just, oh, this is actually some really cool stuff they've got with this. It's such a shame that they actually give no reason other than the card pack so far for you to do it. Like the other, like Dungeon Run, and I think Witchwood also had a thing where you got card packs for playing, like for playing it when it came out or something like that. They don't have anything like that for this. It's just a card pack if you beat all of it, which sucks, but it's still a really freaking cool mode, and I love it anyway. And it even like gives you a deck starting out that suits what totem you picked mostly. Like really, this Call of the Void one should be the Discover a Demon feeding a friendly character, because then it would hurt you, so it would actually be better. Instead, we get this thing. It must make sense because you've got the like one that hurts you whenever you play a creature, so that just does a bunch more damage. You know, I never see this one towards the end. This is a very risky move you are making here. And that's why. He just overloaded completely. There is absolutely nothing he can do next turn, so I'm gonna play both of these and just freaking kill him. Well, nearly kill him. He'll be on 1 health, and Hellfire will be able to kill him then. So it's all good. What about interesting? Because like effectively the whole thing of making your hero power cost 0 is, I mean it's a nice effect. He's got the stats of, well, less than a 1-drop, but it's got the stats of a 2-drop with a like 1 mana effect, effectively. Which, I mean, I guess that's what hero powers generally kind of are. They're like that, but they also aren't a card, so it's a reasonable card, and a neat one. It's very, very common in here. Oh, yes, Blood. Blood is basically just this. It's just the hurt yourself, but also the opponent in some fashion. And I love it. Well, hurt yourself and instead hurt the opponent, I should say, because of the totem here. One of the things I've noticed with this is Rogue has really strong but really fragile shrines generally. Oh yeah, I should probably explain the shrines. It kind of demonstrated it a bit earlier, but the way these are the things that really change up the game. You've got, like I said, 3 different shrines per class, and they each have this effect which will be pretty neat and generally based around your class to some extent, going on while they're there. Like this one gives everything stealth, and when it dies, it gives friendly minions +2 attack. So it's, you know, it's a thing that lets them hide minions behind it, and then you go in for frickin' kill, because oh, not so much going for the kill, but rather, you know, they can't really hit your creatures until they deal with this, and when they deal with this, your creatures get a buff, which is really strong. This is also an amazing card to have pulled. And it's a really cool thing. I've got lethal if he doesn't kill either of my things. Yeah, that's not lethal. I mean, that's not, you know, being able to kill. Oh, wait, never mind. It might be. Nope, we're good. GG. I don't even need to play. I don't even need to attack. He dies from this. But yeah, like, Rogue's got real. I think the most durable shrine that. God, I got off topic really quickly there. Anyway, the way the shrines work is that after they die, they come back in 3 turns. And the rogue shrines, 2 of them have got only 2 health. One of them is that, the other is one that steals a card from the opponent's deck every turn, which feels like it should be a priest thing. Ooh. Ooh, see, these things are super, super strong. This is like an actual just free card in your hand at the opening, basically. Doesn't really work with what I'm going for. This works amazingly with Bloodstone, which I have actually never seen as an option. Opponent Warlocks keep having it, but I've never had this thing pop up as an option, and that makes me really sad because this is amazing for Bloodstone. Which, by the way, Bloodstone is 10 health and makes it that your spells don't cost mana, they cost health. Which is just crazy. This is great if you have buff things for the hand, but this isn't in a set which gives any buffs. So it's just weird. This, I guess this deals extra. This is just awkward. None of these picks are really the kind of thing that I want. Like, this is good for, like, I don't have any hand buffing stuff I might be able to get. This is a thing for discard, which would be really good. This is really good if you get the discard one for Warlock, where whenever you discard a card, summon a random demon. And as would this be as well. But, oh gosh, I guess we'll take Dark Hand. Because it's got the Kobold. Kobold is nice. It's a cycle, it's a 2 damage to the enemy while I've got my shrine up. But yeah. So having a more fragile shrine generally means they've got a more powerful effect. Or at least a more generally useful effect. Wait, did I say having a more powerful shrine means they've got having a more fragile shrine, if I didn't say that. God. And rogues have got some very good shrines with very low health. Like, they've got the one that steals, the one that, you know, stealths and then buffs. And they've also got a shrine which is, I think 5 health, and it makes it that all of your spells cast twice on the same target, so it's also pretty darn good. And is their most durable one by far. I think I might do Unlicensed first. Yeah, this lag here is, ooh, annoying, but, this is... But that was a very... It's a very nice thing they've got, because just I'm looking at this and going, ooh, these two... Ooh. Oof. What can we see here? Sure. Let's dish out the damage. Let's try and remove this thing before it becomes a pain. Well, that's annoying. I'm going to have to do this to just make sure my shrine doesn't die immediately. I don't remember, that's, yeah, charged. It should be rush now. Well, like that is really strong for charge. Oh, well. That's annoying.
That's bad.
Yep. You're not kidding. I do have a lot of pain that I can just inflict out when it comes to my turn. Oh, I didn't realize actually this does work really well with that if that survives. Well, let's go and just play this out. It's not gonna hurt me much. I'm mainly avoiding that. Oof, that's a big scary boy. If you couldn't tell why that thing is so ridiculous, it's because it's his it's not Hirika's. It's his one of the things that like it's his one of the crazy things. They get buffed at the same time you do in terms of pulls and stuff, and I really like that. It's cool. We're going to fuck shit up now. As in, we're going to play our Apothecary, we're going to play our Imp Master, and we're going to play our freaking Flame Imp. And then next turn, we're going to sack most of this stuff in, provided ain't unlicensed Apothecary lives, and then fill our board with Hirik. Look at this. Look at his health bar dropping away to nothing. You feel scared, don't you? Oh, you think that armor's going to save you? You can't break this. Oh, if only he knew how much we can, in fact, break this. Good sir, goodbye. I could have buffed it even more by, I could have done even more damage by going and killing Imp Master on his dragon. Not that this really matters, I'm still killing him by like an overkill of 5, so... You know, doesn't really matter, but still... I didn't even realize I had that synergy there. I was just like, you know, if I get another hand thing, this will be good. More lifesteal stuff. That does damage to myself. There's the Lich King, which is just fucking broken. Oof. I feel like I should go for this one. It's just such high value cards. And also, if I get the Lich King thing that makes it that I get... that like I destroy something and take damage, that's really good. Like I destroy something, take damage equal to its health. If the opponent has a gigantic health thing out and I have my totem, my shrine, that's just so strong. I don't know how I feel about Lord the Hunter shrines. Because there's this one here which was one of the options I had earlier. It's got overkill, well, it's got a thing that makes it whenever you overkill, which is where you kill a creature where you deal more damage to a creature than it has health remaining. When you do that, all the cards in your hand cost 1 less, which is kind of like a ramp thing. It's like, that's more druid, really. Which is a bit odd. But, yeah, it's... I mean, it's not a bad card, really. It's just a bit... I don't know, it just doesn't seem quite correct. Also, yeah, I figured. So here's Springpaw. Because this is literally that was literally the only time I've ever seen him open with something that wasn't Springpaw. He opened with Helpless Hatchling, which is generally the thing he plays when he plays on the turn after where he'll play Springpaw and Lynx or whatever. I hate how Knife Juggler's in this. It just feels wrong. It disgusts me. Oof. If I have nothing in my hand at any point, this would be a nice turnaround, so I guess it's also the highest cost. I could have taken the Spreading Madness, but I'm worried that will hit my totem more. Let's do this. And pop that, so no overkill effect for you. Yeah, it feels really odd. It feels a bit odd to be this kind of rampy card. Because that's effectively what it is. It's effectively a ramp thing. It doesn't really make all that much sense to me. Wow, that's not a very good thing to have pulled from that. I mean, he got my shrine. That's slightly annoying, I know. What? Why? Okay, I mean, sure. Oof, that's nice. This was just crazy good for coming back when I've lost some health. We're gonna do that. And then, next thing we're gonna do is this. Hopefully they'll ping out one of these. Nope. Okay, I'm going to just go off that. So that if it hits face again, it's going to not put my knife juggler in way of death. I'm glad I took that route, because... Oh well. Goodbye, knife juggler. It's pretty obvious that was going to be the answer there. Nearly there. Now, here's the big question. Wait, no, I don't want to do my... I do not want to do frickin' my unlicensed apothecary yet. That would be a terrible idea. Play him, because if I do unlicensed apothecary next turn, I'm going to probably want to hero power as well. And having a free just card to play from hero power would be quite nice. Right. Oh, I'm sad about that turn order. That's annoying. Oof. Oof. See, do I... This is rough. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Cool, that's nice. I'm going to go for this. Oh yeah, overkill only works on the turn there, Tiny. So that's that done there. We're going to lose that. That's fine. We're going to lose this too. I just want to make sure that this... I don't know. I feel like I screwed up with that. That could have been much better than it was, but at the same time, I was just kind of worried with that situation there. Savannah Highmane's very annoying to take out. Okay. I'm actually not as worried with that. Let's go and do a draw. Namely because I've got Cataclysm in my hand if I have need for something else. If I have need to remove this threat immediately. And also, this is just crazy good with how well it's going to help out. There's no zero cost demon, is there? Oh, another one! That's really nice. I've got lethal next turn, unless he can remove this. Or unless he can lethal me with some bullshit. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what other Hunter ones. I know the one other Hunter one is that beasts you play get either Rush, Poison, or Taunt randomly. Dead! Can't remember the third one though. Something to do with beasts, probably. But it's they're fairly health. They're not like huge health totems like mine or the Bloodstone, but they're not bad. Ooh, ooh! This ups my damage to 10 on my own turn, allowing me to draw 3 cards as well. Or do I want a big swing card? Because this is really hard for me to choose. I feel like I kind of want something that can let me swing and survive. Ooh, yes, I like... What's this? Why is that? I guess spells. Just, it's a spell. This is spells. Blood. Let's go for more blood. Damage me harder, daddy. Don't know why Amethyst Spellstone is there. I don't know if that works with this effect. I hope so. That would be cool. But I don't think it does. I think I need to actually have taken damage for it. Each teammate has 3 unique shrines and 6 unique teammates. Ah, I didn't know about the 6 unique teammates. That's cool. I knew that there were a range of teammates, but I thought it was more like 4 or 5. 6 is actually quite a lot. Now, the funny thing is, he basically has a better version of mine. His thing is, whenever he takes damage at all, not just on his turn like mine is, but whenever he takes damage at all, I take 5 damage. Doesn't matter how much damage he takes, but I always take 5 damage if he takes damage. And it's got 5 health as well. It's pretty crazy like that. But here's the thing. Most of the stuff which he uses does 5 damage to himself. It's like most of the stuff it gives you is things that are going to hurt you more than you, like, as much as you get hurt. It's... Oh god, this is annoying. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't realize! No! What have I done? Wait, have I killed him with this? Oh my god, yes! I've killed him with... Because I'm immune! Goodbye, good sir! Oh my god, I didn't realize. I just... Did I say better? I meant significantly worse. I didn't even think of that. Because yeah, he still takes the damage. That would have been brilliant if that had been the final fight. Just easiest win ever. Oh my goodness. Let's take Fellfire potions. Doom, not so keen on. I'm not actually a fan of Doom as a spell, as a card. Because I feel like when you're able to use it, you're kind of halfway through your deck already. And I mean, if you've run out of cards, yeah, it's good, but it's just like, I feel you're more likely to have yourself get drawn too close to fatigue unless the opponent's really freaking overextended, which a lot do, to be fair. So I mean, this is a very, very strong totem, which is why it's only got 3 health. Death Rattles trigger 3 times. His Death Rattles trigger 3 times. Okay, he's got the... I saw an extra thing go into his hand, so I know he's got the card, which is 1 mana, 2/1 Death Rattle, give a friendly minion +1/+1. Starved again, draw this. Yep. Weaponized a Zombarul. Which is why I'm going to just do this. Fuck your shrine. It's not going to. Spoilers. That's how this guy works. The thing is, as it goes on, the enemies get far more focused decks, which makes it really hard when you don't get as focused decks as they do. Which generally you don't. Oh! 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 I'm going to go for it, just because it's 10 damage. I did a Pyroblast for 3 mana. Oh no. He's only had 1 Death Rattle minion die this game, thank goodness, but still. And what's the effect? It's gonna revive next turn. So, as much as I don't like this, I'm going to go and hit that, because I don't want that triggering 3 times. That's the thing. I'm gonna lose my boy. Okay, he didn't sack his thing now, so that's good. Ow, I'll take that 1 damage, that's fine. And hey, look, my Amethyst Spellstone can actually get some effectiveness off. That's nice. Ooh, a Mycist Apothecary, nice draw. Cool. There we go, that's that, done nicely. Now, this is where I'm going to... If I do this, I think that still gives him the buff, but there's not much I can do to really stop that. I want to make sure this just happens now, before his thing comes back up. Oh great, it's a Death Rattle. One that shouldn't be any use to him, I hope, but still a Death Rattle. Also in 2... That's his big boy. If you couldn't tell from the just gigantic frickin' pool of... I hope it can't summon itself. Oh, fuck me! What is that? What is that bullshit?
Try it.
What is this? What is this fuckery? It's only hope that this doesn't... Like, that this thing dies first, and then... this. I'm gonna just end up taking that damage here. Yeah, I don't really have much other options, because... Gods. Please, please let this... Please let me be correct with this.
It cannot end here.
Okay, how many does he get? 1 or 2? Oh god, it's 2. So, I was correct to play Hellfire. Oh, 3, yeah, that's right. Fuck me, I was correct to play Hellfire there. But, fuck... I hate this fight so... I hate this thing so much, it's so strong. Ow. I'll take more damage. Yes, please, daddy. Oh, god. Oh, look! More very, very powerful death rattles. I am so glad that I didn't have anything out on the field when he did that. Do I play the Lich King and just let him sack it and get it for Sylvanas? I think I do, because I'm just going to want to Doom next turn. Maybe he'll derp and frickin' throw Sneeds into it. Oh, that's a nice... Nah, okay. Lovely. He gets... He didn't oh, and he's gonna get it back from... Oh, wait, he's already got that! Lovely! I think I just lose because I think that Hadronos will summon back all of this shit. Oh god. Alright, let's see what happens. Yep. Yep, he summons it back as it dies. Well, I just fucking lose. I hate that it's so... The deck they... It's not a matter of... It's like, yes, it's a powerful shrine, but the problem is that they just... The deck they give that shrine, when you're facing against it, is so immensely powerful. It's just... I don't think I've ever beaten out this deck in the later parts where it's an actual, like, shrine. It's... Like when it's at these parts here, it's ridiculous. When you fight it early, it's fine. When you fight any of them early, they're fine. They don't have these hyper-focused decks. But god, this deck when it comes in at this point is just broken as all hell. Like, I mean, that's the whole point of these later ones. But this one in particular, this wasn't the final fight. And yet this is more broken than like any other deck if it's the final fight. Even there's a Shaman one which is the same totem but battle cries. And even that is more reasonable than this one. It's ridiculous. I still really like it, but like the Shaman one is also fucking crazy powerful when you fight it later on. But like when it's the battle cry one, they're just really strong decks for the shrines to use, and just in generally very strong decks too. It's kind of, I guess they didn't have much more to go on. Let's just shovel the strongest death rattles and battle cries in here. And it just happens that those ones were also just really good cards because Of course they were. That's why they're the strongest. Anyway, ciao for now. I'll be doing more of this, because gods, I love this.